This is the moment. It's Archer to Guptill. 2 to win. Guptill's going to push for 2. They've got to go. It's got Throat's got to go to the keeper's end. He's got it. England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins.
Whether you enjoy the fast-paced thrill of a World Cup final or the serenity and calmness of a county championship match, the summer of 2019 has been the greatest ever seen on English soil. The nation united in celebrating Ben Stokes' heroics at Headingley and that champagne super over on the Sunday afternoon at Lord's. It would seem that cricket is firmly back in the spotlight. But that isn't the full story. As of 2020, the cricketing landscape is about to change dramatically, and it is safe to say it has divided opinion.
Are they saying that people that are going to go to the 100 are thick?
I don't think we'll be playing the 100 in 10 years' time.
This is 100 or Bust. When the ECB decided to build a brand new white ball tournament back in 2016, starting this summer, they would have been amazed with some of the hostility they received from both the press and the public. The 100 will introduce 8 new city-based teams playing in a brand new form of cricket across the school summer holidays. But many county fans have grown frustrated with the ECB due to their lack of communication and the scheduling of the other tournaments played across the summer. As well as that, there is a major risk to some smaller counties that the 100 could lead to them not existing anymore. I sat down with the Times cricket writer Elizabeth Ammon, who believes that with a bit of tweaking and some extra money, the original T20 Blast could have still been a success.
My position on the tournament is that the thing itself, the 100 itself, will actually be fun. It will be entertaining, it'll be fun, it'll be glitzy. There is a ludicrous amount of money being spent on this thing, £200 million-ish over 5 years. I mean, it's a lot of money, more money than cricket has ever had before. And you know, you do think perhaps what could the Blast have been if even a percentage of that was put into Blast marketing. The opposition to the 100 is on a number of factors. One, because of the impact it has on what we play at what point in the summer, and one of county cricket's main jobs is to produce England players. Now, if you mess around with your first-class system, you don't produce as many England players. And that's a massive risk, and I think that one that those involved with the England team at the ECB at least recognise. The second one is because it is going to be based in 8 places, the 8 biggest grounds, and they will get extra money because they can get the hospitality money and they get a staging fee. They become 8 super clubs, as it were, and the law of going to that ground becomes bigger. Now, they are, in theory, the counties and the 100 teams are not supposed to be managed together. They're not supposed to be together. I don't quite know how in reality that actually works.
The longevity of this tournament is something that's been spoke about quite a lot by people who are opposed of it. Do you think there's a risk that we won't be talking about the 100 in a few years' time and it will have already failed?
I don't think we'll be playing the 100 in 10 years' time. I think county cricket will look very different, but I don't think we'll be playing the 100. I don't think we will have 4 domestic tournaments. And I actually think it might be that the T20 becomes a city competition and that we see fewer counties. Sadly, unless something very drastically changes at the centre at the ECB.
A problem facing the new competition is the distance fans will have to travel to watch their so-called catchment team. For example, Northants fans will have to travel all the way to Lords to watch the London Spirit play, and Somerset fans will need to make the trek to Cardiff to watch the Welsh Fire. Northamptonshire chairman and ECB 100 board member Gavin Warren believes that the new competition can be very beneficial to the county game. In a statement, he said, "The 100 can't ever be successful as an island. If it succeeds without growing the overall game, by definition it will have failed." But should county cricket fans be convinced by his optimism? One of the benefits for counties that comes from the 100 is the £1.3 million that each county will be given. This is a substantial amount of money for the 18 counties. As many teams are working on tight budgets, the financial boost from the ECB will be vital. Many county supporters are keen to see where the money they are being given is being spent. Warren has said that the money will allow Northants to deliver a strategy that aims to create sustainability for years to come, allow Northants to adapt the PCA policy for salary collars, minimum salaries and for rookies and age-related pay, and also to invest in the academy and create homegrown talent. One of the areas of cricket that is being changed the most is the women's game. To facilitate the launch of the 100, they've had to scrap the Kia Super League that has proved to be successful over the last 4 years. However, speaking at Red Bull 4-6, an event designed to test new forms of cricket, former England captain Charlotte Edwards, who's going to be coaching the Southern Brave in the women's 100, can't wait for the tournament to get started.
Really excited. I think the 100's been on the horizon for a while, but it's getting ever closer now, and and I'm really honoured to be involved with the Southampton franchise as the head coach. So yeah, really looking forward to that starting next summer, and hopefully this over the last day has given me an insight into hopefully how the 100's going to go, because I'm sure there's going to be lots of big hitting, and and it's going to be an exciting format.
These comments join the other shows of support for the tournament online, from the likes of former England players Michael Vaughan, Ben Duckett, Harry Gurney and Isha Guha. This, combined with the fact that over 100,000 tickets for the competition sold in the first week of them going on sale, has pleased the people in charge of the ECB. But what do the people who sit in these seats week in, week out think? I went to Wellingborough Town Cricket Club to meet lifelong Northamptonshire member Ryan Carter on his thoughts about the new competitions and the threat that it poses to smaller counties.
I mean, from the limited information we've got so far, I don't really understand the point of it. I don't understand it in a marketing sense, a financial sense. I don't understand how it safeguards the future of county cricket. And to be honest, with the information we've got, I'm a bit worried at the moment. It seems like this 100 is isolating a lot of the country. Obviously, our local game is going to be at Lords, so that's going to be an awful lot of money for a train down to Lords. Probably have to have a day's annual leave to get down to Lords on time. You've got Somerset, sellouts, 7,000, 8,000 every single game. Now they're going to have to go to Cardiff to watch their local game. It just seems like we're isolating a lot of the country. I saw there was a quote with Owen Morgan. He said something about that a lot of new cricketers look at the scoreboard and don't understand what's going on. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand the cricket scoreboard. Are they saying that people that are going to go to the 100 are thick? I don't really understand their target market, to be honest. It doesn't really make a lot of sense other than this new audience outside cricket. I don't understand how they're going to attract these people. In 2014, they got rid of the Pro 40 because it wasn't similar to international cricket. So now they're having the 100, no bearing on international cricket. So you're going to have a lot of young players. Think of like Tom Banton, who's been successful this year, Zach Crawley. They're never now going to play 50-over cricket. So we've just won the 50-over World Cup, and some of the young best players are never going to play 50-over cricket. Are they going to play it during Red Bull cricket? You look at Jason Roy, he's played about 3 Red Bull games now, and he's snicking off every single ball. It makes no sense for the future of English cricket. It's going to cost them millions. I think I've seen 180 million over the next 4 seasons. I don't see how they're going to make any profit from that. And when the money dries up, they're going to probably look at county cricket and think, we need fewer counties. And as a Northants fan, as a small county, I think the likes of us, Derbyshire, Leicestershire, they'll be first on the chopping block. So, I mean, I'd ask that any of the county's chief executives or whatever, can they guarantee me that in 5-10 years' time there'll still be 18 counties? Because I don't think they will be able to.
With fans fearful about the future of their county sides, are they right to be concerned? Elizabeth Ammon believes that in 10 years' time, it's likely that the 18 first-class counties could become 12.
The ECB swear blind that it is not their intention to reduce the number of counties. I think we will see in 10 years' time, perhaps not 18. Perhaps 12 is sort of the optimum number. It is very difficult to continue to justify 18 when some of them are not doing the things that you're supposed to do as a county cricket. They're not winning matches, they're sort of languishing at the bottom of Division 2, or, and they're not producing England players. So, and that's really your job, is to win matches and produce England players. And if you're not doing either, and you continue to get money out of the system, legitimately, it's okay to question that. It is very difficult for the likes of Derbyshire and Leicestershire, and indeed Northants, and a couple of others, Worcestershire, although Worcestershire continue to produce players really very effectively. It's very difficult for them to make money and be self-sufficient.
So that's what the coaches, critics, board members and fans make of the 100. And while doubts will linger for a long time to see whether this tournament is going to be a success, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for traditional English county cricket.